have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep. We're finally where we belong.
Tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Shame on them!
I was way off.
But shut up, Wesley.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's a woman.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Out of it.
Get into it.
Low profile. Look at the words. Low profile. Hey, Richie, how's your hand? It hurts like a
That's all, brother. I had it.
Yes. 137 episodes, well on its way to 200. Every Friday. Look forward to it. And got a lot to talk about. Obviously, Spooderman and X-Men casting and the complete collapse of the DCU, which is really fun to cover. Can't wait. Erwin, hi.
I'm great. Thanks for asking. I try to recap in my brain all the good entertainment I've been ingesting this last week, and I have too many good things. So many good things. I don't have enough time to talk about it. It's good to be here.
We'll find a way. ABF, how you doing?
Doing great. Haven't watched all of Spider-Man. Had to take a break.
Yes, because apparently, just like Odyssey, a full copy was already leaked out onto the internet.
Well, yeah, the weirdest thing, I was watching it, and then it just said the post doesn't exist anymore. So I don't know what happened in the movie theater.
I think you'll see another one that has gaming sites going across it, talking about gambling. That'll be fun. Niet, how are you?
Doing good. We had a pretty phenomenal stream earlier. Happy to be here. How are you?
Fantastic. Nothing better than a good strong stream. I'm great. I'm going to be on blood pressure medication, I'm sure.
Me too.
Yeah. Katie and Andy, hi.
Hello. I would like to clarify before we begin, I liked Spider-Man.
I enjoyed it too.
Because I feel like we were talking about all the things that as we got further into like some of the
we're going to have to put on armbands so we can tell who's on.
I enjoyed the movie.
Like a scarlet letter or like maybe a weird star thing that we can sort ourselves into.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say just quickly, I enjoyed it too, but there's a difference between like the subjective enjoying of an experience and the 100%. Objective faults that we find in it. So you can enjoy something and find things that are not quite so good about it.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yes. Speaking of, Leon, hi, how are you? Your hair looks
Spider-Man
luscious.
Brand New Day fucking sucked. It's a 3.5 out of 10. Can't wait to talk about it. And before all the Tom Holland videos, you just don't like Tom. If this were a Toby movie, it would still be a 3.5 out of 10. Fuck this movie. But
It is a Toby movie.
Here. Let's go.
It is a Toby movie.
But Leon, did you want to buy some Takis and a new cell phone afterwards at least?
There was a lot of odd Takis profit. There wasn't there.
No, dude, the placement was everywhere. They had his non-alcoholic beer. They had
that was
liquid
his.
IV.
I
that was
wondered.
his beer on the shelf.
I thought it was Bureau.
Who puts non-alcoholic beer on the shelf next to freeze-dried coffee and Pine Sol?
I did buy his non-alcoholic beer, not knowing.
Look at this guy.
You don't want to drink and swing. Yeah.
Didn't Holland also release non-alcoholic beer? Was it his own beer that was in
that was it.
Yeah, actually, he's
after
in recovery,
after overcoming his alcoholism, he opened up his own non-alcoholic beer brand.
As
Even though
opposed to
it's
just
actually
not drinking.
5% alcoholic, by the way.
What?
It's 0.5% alcoholic, by the way. It's not alcoholic beer, but it's 0.5% alcoholic.
So there is alcohol in it. It identifies as an alcoholic beverage.
I don't understand. How do you get drunk on it?
You have to drink a lot of them, maybe. Yeah.
Turns out a lot of British culture is spent around getting fucking plastered every day at the pub, and he got tired. Mr.Techrat, who had the entire other experience with Spider-Man and has already seen it twice. What you got going on over there?
Only comes thanks to Erwin badgering me into, for the lack of a better word, the unlimited pass. I would have not done that twice, and I haven't seen a movie in the theater more than once, and I don't know how long. But that's their fault, not mine. Has anyone seen the Brotherhood of Justice?
I'm pushing it over there. No.
I'm in the middle of Point Break at the moment.
Keanu Reeves, Lori Loughlin,
Plenty of
Kiefer
Keanu.
Sutherland, Billy Zane. Their school and neighborhood starts getting assaulted by what they think is Mexican people. And
what, doing free construction or handing out oranges?
Stealing shit and, damaging property. So the principal says, someone needs to do something about this. And they start a vigilante team. They go around beating the shit out of people with no real probable cause.
Mexican people?
The Mexican people are involved, but mostly it's white dudes getting beat up and stabbed. Yeah.
As you do.
Who's doing the indiscriminate beatings, though?
Dude.
Are there white dudes?
All the white dudes. Yeah. All the rich white boys.
Man.
It's wild. It's wild. Free to watch on YouTube if you want to go find it.
Did you watch Your Name, or are you going to watch it?
Yeah, you're going to.
So that was my little spoiler for you. I've already purchased my ticket.
Wait, since you got the unlimited pass.
Look at him.
You're doing the dude. You're gonna love it.
4K re-release in theaters.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it, so it's a first-time watch in this format. I'm excited.
The trailer made my eyes tear up a little bit.
After you're done watching this, you're gonna come back and be like, Leon, you were right about Spider-Man. This, on the other hand, is art.
Wow. But yes,
then-
I am excited.
and
And
then
then
watch
Fast
Susan
and the Furious coming out. Yeah, I'm gonna get anything I can.
I'm getting in on Fast and Furious. I gotta.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
I just watched it recently too.
Okay, I'm done here. Badger, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Yeah, I knew Erwin, you would love the first Fast and Furious when he gets called like a faggot 5 minutes into the movie. I was like, oh,
so
Yeah.
quick,
he's gonna get locked in the second
Bullshit
that is
asshole.
said.
No one likes
Yeah.
the tuna here.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like that with Erwin. There's certain things I can tell right away.
Yep.
Like Scary Movie. Second I saw Teyana Taylor, I was like, oh, this is not gonna go well.
He's
I
out.
say, I'm in the middle of Point Break right now, and that and first Fast and Furious have a lot of similarities.
And how do you feel so far?
Oh yeah, I'm liking it.
And we are the original, right? Not the remake.
obviously.
That's an absolute dog pile of shit. Okay.
I would hope. Well, let's start off the right way, the way Tomac did, shooting a gray, turning him into a green. We were talking about boobs in anime, and I thought of this clip.
I don't care about oxygen. I need boobies, nothing more.
Then terrorism. Oh, and extra terrorism because 6-7. I hate Jules. I hate these goddamn Jules.
I like
All
Happy
right.
Poops, but I hate.
They're
Jules.
running out. They all got a free 1,000. All right. Lot to talk about. What?
Isaac,
Wrigley.
do it. Do it.
Yeah. You got to go check it out. And then also, what was
We threw a watch party for him, but he just wasn't there.
didn't show up to his own party.
Did you guys do
Taku?
Did you guys do -1 yesterday?
We did -1 yesterday, and he loved it. He said it was like 9 out of 10.
God.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a fucking masterpiece, no doubt. All right, what's Otaku?
So it was a 10 -1.
No, go before I have to admit that Leon said something funny. Go quick.
Yeah, he's gray again. So anyone that hits him with memberships gets the shield, the blue shield. I can't have him being a gray. He's far too cocky. Too cocky. Member for 26 months. So how you liking Dinosaur King? From what I watched, a couple episodes, I enjoyed it. So I will continue. I will endeavor to continue, but we got a lot of things to be watching. I'll give him an actual factual.
All right.
I'll give him an actual factual. Before then, I wanted to get your guys' opinion because sure we've all seen this clip from Street Fighter with Blanca. Let's just watch it one more time, and then I just want to hear what you guys think of it because I think I had like the polar opposite reaction of most people.
I actually tried not to watch it.
Well,
Who are you? I know what you're capable of. Show me.
Wait, is this the streets of Spain right now?
Then you die. Okay? I want you. Oh, okay.
Is this a movie or is this fan fiction shit? Because
Techrat, you're not allowed to have opinions. This looks awesome.
Okay,
Dude,
but why does he
sweet-
sound like Jason Momoa and all quirky? And
It's 100% Jason Momoa.
I just don't remember Blanca being like that in the OG games.
Blanca has always been absolutely ridiculous. The thing is, the OG games didn't have dialogue, but when you like read the comics or you read the lore or whatnot, yeah, Blanca's a fucking weirdo. And Jason Momoa doing Jason Momoa, at least it's not him trying to be all cool guy and whatnot. Blanca is a weird wild man from the jungles, the Amazon jungles of Brazil, with electric eel powers. I'm okay with it being goofy. He'll probably be in the movie for 10 minutes.
But it does seem like Jason Momoa is trying to be cool guy. He's trying to be funny, cool guy.
There was nothing about that was cool, nor do I think that anyone thought that was unironically cool.
That's why you're glazing it, though. I mean, to be fair, I know the Mortal Kombat series more than I do the Street Fighter, but that just looks
Same.
silly and goofy
Same.
to me.
Which I'm also okay with, but it looks weak enough that someone probably could have made it better, like they do with Star Wars stuff. Shout out Theory.
It seemed like a parody trailer of itself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All I'm hearing is you guys aren't familiar with Mortal Kombat, or not, sorry, Street Fighter is silly. It's always been silly.
Right,
No,
but the
that's
specific
fine.
thing we noted, you said didn't exist because there wasn't dialogue. So the question is, why are you giving him dialogue, and why does he sound light and poppy?
The
like
games
fucking...
don't have dialogue in general.
Which
is what I'm
most
saying.
people have played, and most people haven't read the comic for Street Fighter. Like,
Let's be real. The Street Fighter anime and the Street Fighter anime movie were huge. It brought in tons of money at the box office, even in like by 90s standards. It did. People have played the games since then. Like again, we're talking about these characters that look. Link didn't talk in the old games. He's going to talk in the new movie. You can't make a movie about characters who have no dialogue because the game is from 1992 and have them not talk. Let's be real.
Right. It's not the talking. It's the okay, you died. It just seems a little weird.
Explain to me how that is not in line with Brazilian wild man and who's isolation in the Amazon and has electric eel powers.
He looks like a
None
big
of that
fucking monster. You die. Maybe something beastie. Not, but okay.
But he hangs around. Hold on. But Blanca's whole thing is he hangs around with the weak members of the cast, which are the joke characters. Sakura, Dan Hibiki. Like Blanca's whole thing is he pals around with the comedic relief characters.
I think it seems silly.
Yes,
I
but
liked
it's
it.
supposed to.
I like it, Liam.
It's
Thank you, Erwin.
I'm excited for it. And I like me some legendary slop. Let's go. And
I hope you get
you
everything
guys
you
are all
want.
going on about that, and knowing like he does a bunch of the his actual
Yeah,
moves.
I said I had no
I like
problem
the
with-
from the game.
I like the shots and everything. It's
No
very
problem with that
dynamic.
whatsoever.
Dude, into the
Ryu bit.
sweep kick into the double leg donkey kick, like that is straight up something Blanca does in the game.
Yeah.
And Bison might not be the worst. What are you saying about?
For me, it was like the last scene that they showed. It felt like a very fan-made scene that they inserted at the end, and it was just very B-movie like, and that kind of like set the whole tone of the trailer I just watched, I guess.
Badger loves the B-movie Street Fighter movie, though. Isn't B-movie a good thing, though?
Yeah.
It just didn't hype me. I don't know.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's specifically that he sounds like Jason Momoa and is all. It's not what I got from the earlier games, but apparently I didn't play all the other ones where he.
gotta
turned
read the
into-
comics,
Is anybody
bro.
looking for Blanca to be an interesting character? Like we're here for Ken, we're here for Ryu, we're here for Bison, maybe Chun-Li, Cammy. I don't think anybody was looking towards Blanca as being a reason to go to the theater to see it.
Yeah, I don't need him to be a reason to go see it. I just needed to not sound like Jason fucking Momoa.
And you know what? As a Momoa hater, I actually do agree with that sentiment. I'm just saying that this one thing alone is not enough to be like, oh, you know what? Fuck this movie, not going to go see it.
No one's saying that. We're saying the scene is weird.
Yeah, I don't think people are saying
no
and
one's
for
saying
that
it's-
reason I'm out.
Yeah.
I think it's just if they do that here, like why is he
Do
Jason
what?
Momoa?
He's not though.
Very...
He's talking like this. That's not how Jason Momoa talks.
Also, Jason Momoa is a talentless hack who can't act his way out of
It's
a paper
terrible.
bag. So
I don't like
he's
the
in
accent
the
he's
film.
going for, but it's not Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa. But I mean, it's not a good accent.
It's Jason Momoa trying to be funny, which is just as bad as Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa.
Just the Lobo thing.
Soon the writer wrote his lines though.
Yeah, but he performed it the way that he did.
He could have said,
which is
"You die."
silly.
A
the way
beast.
he
A
played it like
beast,
the
yeah.
character, like Leon said, though. And that's a good thing.
Smart
normally.
cat.
Yeah. Look at that ass.
Come on, take a seat, buddy.
And it
Careful.
didn't. I don't think it ruined it for any of us. That
I liked
particular
it.
marketing trailer didn't work on me. I didn't.
I thought it
didn't
was
like
good. There's all these things I want to talk about, and then everyone just spurred out on one little thing, like we do sometimes.
What do you want to talk about, Erwin?
And then it ended up they were wrong, and he actually is that way. But
I mean, the
at the
visual
same
effects-
time, his accent's terrible.
Visual effects look fine. I'm sure the fight sequences are going to be superb. I mean, that's why I'm going to go see this film. I'm not saying I'm not going to. It's our job to go see this, but that is a little bit off-putting. That's all that we're saying.
Yeah, just saying it through me. Meanwhile, he sounded fine as Bison. His voice was a lot deeper than I was expecting him to be.
There's like 10 good
Small
things
shit.
to like the one bad thing in that trailer, and everyone's
Yeah.
hyping on the bad. It's cool though. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I know it definitely looks like it's gonna be better than Mortal Kombat 2.
I couldn't agree more.
That's like the Odyssey thing. I guess we should have just ignored the one thing. There's still shit on it though. Someone still farted in the trailer compared to all the other nice
it's
stuff.
an inverse
it's
of the
worth
Odyssey. Most things in the
you
Odyssey
bringing
were
up.
bad, and you had like, oh, but at least the shots are pretty. Most stuff in this looked good, but then there's like,
Yeah.
oh, Momoa's
I mean,
annoying.
Badger, you won't let us complain about Jean Grey or damage control, but like, this
We're
too
about
much.
to do it right now.
This too much.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
I just want to
Those
point
are
out too,
false
Mortal
equivalencies
Kombat.
also. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat
No, same
trailers
thing.
got us hyped, and we didn't like the movie afterwards. So
Right.
it doesn't always work.
Right.
Okay.
What? But why? What?
Wait,
What's the point?
He's saying maybe because we don't care for it so much now, we might love it more
Yeah.
when we see it.
We're just reacting to the trailer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just worth noting. It was made me go, huh, all right. But like the way he moved, like the way Bison sounded. Hopefully we get something better than Mortal Kombat. But sure, let's talk about Spider-Man so that Erwin can focus on Leon loving it.
Yay! Wait,
How much it's going to make
I
just keeps
thought I
going
hated
up.
it.
No, I did hate it. He's being facetious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna make an insane amount of money.
Yeah. That's not updated because, yeah, they're already saying it's well over 200. Rotten
70,
Tomatoes doesn't matter.
72 million for previews. I think it's one of the biggest previews of all time. Its opening weekend is predicted to be the biggest opening of all time. This movie's going to do fucking phenomenal at the box office.
Yeah. Well, and already getting repeat business. All right, who wants to go first? What'd you think? I mean, Rat's already seen it twice. So
I'll let others go. I bitched.
Did you
for
like
an
it, Rat?
hour on the show.
yeah, did
I
you like it?
did. Obviously, there's problems with it. Would I take things out? Would I change things? Sure. Nobody's spoiled by the fact that it's Jean Grey, right? But the point of what she's doing and why she's doing it does kind of make her a bit of an asshole.
A little
I'm
murdery.
sorry, but jumping into people's minds should be more tactful, and that's coming from me, who's ready to throw bombs for no reason. But like, she's going so fast and snapping people's necks back, and then let's not even discuss the whole like kidnapping a whole. She did a Wanda kind of thing, but
She did.
I loved this shit with him and Frank.
I think she did more a Professor X thing from Logan, where she just froze
just
everyone,
holding everybody.
but-
That's true. And it looked like they were kind of conscious.
No,
of it
no,
'cause they were
Rat.
all,
She
like,
killed
tearing
so
up.
many people in this movie.
She killed so many people in this movie, directly or indirectly.
She starts off by mind raping an old lady janitor. She's, oh no, what did I do something wrong? That's immediately who she is attacking. She's the bad guy, just like Rambo in First Blood. We all agree.
But okay, before we go on, because this is my frustration, just like, do we all acknowledge that Jean's character in the comics is doing this, and it's shown explicitly even in the X-Men, Fox X-Men, that she doesn't use her powers responsibly, which leads to Professor Xavier coming to teach her all this shit?
Right. So you gotta crawl before you can run, I guess. Yeah. They now she goes up north, right, to get taught what to do and what not to do.
To prison.
Yeah,
She should go to prison.
The difference between the way it's characterized in the X-Men versus the way it's characterized in this movie is that in the X-Men, it is obviously bad. She like Xavier and Magneto come to her as a child to be like, hey, You are a child who has not learned all this stuff yet. We're going to take you. We're going to teach you. Whereas this movie tries to give her justification for the act she was doing because, oh, it's for my sister. Oh, the system's out to get me. Oh, the trauma. Oh, damage control. And Spider-Man, the dude who lets her basically get away with all these acts of villainy, people dying, whatnot, gives her a pass to be the hero at the end. It's actually worse than what happens in WandaVision, in my opinion.
Yeah, he gives her a pass for killing people while at the same time telling Punisher not to kill.
Not to kill
Or curse.
specifically.
Not to even curse.
Right. And did we specifically see who died?
Bro, she throws a dude in front of a taxi.
Yeah, did you see him die, or did he just get hit at a lower speed and fucked up, like he's still alive?
She bombs damage control, and
That whole
when
building
everyone's getting
blows.
frozen, people definitely
Oh,
died from that.
The one dude, he freezes on his bike doing an Uber Eats, and he goes flying over a car. Could have snapped his neck. Maybe somebody was in the shower. Lots of things could have happened we didn't see. I guarantee you, she killed more than a dozen people in this movie.
Yeah, like the whole did we see them die? I think goes out the window when it's a PG-13 movie aimed at kids, which, as I think it was Andy earlier pointed out, or maybe it was Katie, that I didn't know this was gonna be the case. Apparently, they wanted to commit to the man spider thing, but they were afraid of it scaring children too much, which is why they didn't actually commit to that idea, even though that would have been great to see. So yes, clearly lots of stuff was pulled back for kids. But let's be real, these motherfuckers died.
Yeah, I think it worked better without going the full man spider. Katie, what did you think?
I thought a lot of the fight sequences were cool. I liked the whole like darker aspect of actually seeing Peter Parker grow up and have to be by himself. Like, I liked a lot of the beginning of the film. I didn't like Yelena being there at all. I don't understand.
She saw his belly button.
That's like the whole sequence of her existing in the film at all is extremely annoying. Like, it's a waste of time. I feel like it made the film longer for no reason. She doesn't add any value whatsoever.
Yeah,
It's
he
dumb.
didn't learn anything from her, right?
Nothing.
Except that they deal with big potato problems.
Yeah.
The only through line I saw, and I did get a lot of joy of this having rewatched Homecoming, like all of them before, is that, like, man, that's all Peter wanted, was to be like a hero and join the Avengers and do shit. And then he turns down Tony to just be your friendly neighborhood. And now he's got what he wants, but he's basically entirely on his own. And yeah, he's got the small potatoes, but then the small potatoes turn into big potatoes. And then, Department of Damage Control, which from its inception has been shown to be a corrupt organization that is the bad guy.
No, actually, that's very rarely shown in the
From
comics.
the very beginning. No, and it's the live action MCU. Since we've seen Damage Control, including in Wonder Man, they've been the bad guys.
And that's a problem with what the MCU has done with Damage Control. Take a completely neutral, benign organization and make them bad guys because we need our big, nameless, faceless institutional power.
Right, but that's what it is.
Right, but that's bad. That's a problem.
Okay, but that's what it is, though. We're a decade plus
Correct. I'm
into
not
it.
saying that's not what it is. Something can be what it is and be bad. Murder is what it is. It's killing someone, but it's bad.
Leon, how do you feel about Scorpion?
I think he is completely wasted. I also think they've got the characterization of Scorpion completely wrong. Scorpion is basically a glorified thug with a suit. They try to, first of all, if Jean Grey knows all about these superpowered individuals and whatnot, she's going after a C-list villain that Spider-Man regularly takes out. Also, we're just, what happened? How did Scorpion get the tech? He was made up to be like, oh, he's going to be a further villain when he's introduced in Homecoming. We go 3 movies, never see him except for like in a post-credit scene for, I think, fucking Morbius or something like that. And then, or no, that was Michael Keaton. Anyway, the point, and now he's here. He's got the suit. Yeah, Scorpion's worthless. He's wasted.
3D printed it.
What was that, Erwin?
He 3D printed it.
Oh yeah, that's probably what happened. Yeah, he probably 3D printed the suit.
Everybody's doing it.
I assumed it
It's
was
all
all
the
the fucking tech they got in the Homecoming movie that they still had access to in their hidden warehouses.
That he's been in, prison for how many years? How to get out? Why did he get it? Like, this is there's it just wants you to believe, hey, here's things from the comics without understanding what made them good in the comics.
You need to explain how he got out.
Nostalgic comic book covers. That makes you think of Spider-Man, right? Without actually understanding why they make sense. This movie is the definition of style over substance. If you think about the plot or things that happen in the plot for more than a minute, this movie falls apart.
I asked what you thought about Scorpion. Sorry.
No, I've been seething about this movie since 5 p.m. yesterday. So,
even when you think about Scorpion, he's not Scorpion for the majority of the runtime that we see him in this film. He's being possessed by Jean Grey, so you've got that issue as well.
True.
I mean, he's Scorpion in the beginning. And I get it. He's not the traditional Matt Gargan who wants revenge on Spider-Man.
Well, he's Scorpion in the beginning when he's
actually, because J. Jonah Jameson's the one that got him perma-stuck in that suit. That's also completely gone. So fucking Matt Gargan just doesn't have an origin story here.
What yet?
I mean, when he's breaking out of the prison at the beginning, yeah, it's the character. But once he's in the suit, he's not Scorpion. You also have the lack of continuity with Banner. Like, why does he have an inhibitor device to stop?
Did you watch She-Hulk?
No, I didn't watch She-Hulk. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's explained in that. He's got the inhibitor to stop him from turning because he doesn't like Hulk. Can't control it.
Despite the fact that in game he's now the professor, and he's explicitly said that me and the big guy we've come to an agreement now, and like
clearly that's not true anymore, which is why what
right,
happens.
But why
happens.
isn't that true? Aside from we want to be able to use Hulk for big smashy stuff for spectacle instead of story.
Maybe he lets him out on the weekend.
I think he could infer that Hulk didn't like being repressed and thought he was the better option.
But Hulk wasn't repressed per what in-game says. They are now equal. They are now equal parts.
Right, but that's kind of a cop-out because he's not the Hulk. He's deferring to the Banner
Hulk,
personality.
which is a character from the comics, Professor Hulk.
Right. And then Hulk clearly became unhappy with that cooperation because look what happened. He got his ass kicked and he got taken over.
But at the end, like Endgame shows that it's a perfect synthesis of Bruce Banner and Hulk because he saves like half of the universe by using the Infinity Stones to bring everybody back. So he should love that other half of him that was able to do that. And clearly people in New York and around the world love Professor Hulk. So admittedly, I didn't watch the She-Hulk show. So that's why I asked in my stream, why does he have the inhibitor? Did something go wrong? And everybody said it's not explained in that. So
also, I mean, didn't She-Hulk just end with Hulk coming back from Sakaar with his son Scar and like when what is shown in She-Hulk starts? Oh, is that how it starts? Okay, because again, I also didn't watch it because who the fuck watched She-Hulk? One of the most unnecessary shows Marvel's ever made in a long line of unnecessary shows.
Well, it's our job to watch it, so we actually watch the shit, not just when we're bribed by the chat.
Point being, I mean, the entire Hulk scene is also completely irrelevant. Okay, so inhibitor ship, great, steals that idea just like they stole it from Spider-Man 2 to put on the back of Spider-Man's neck and whatnot. Hulk goes into his whole berserker mode, does the thunderclap, great. The thunderclap is super cool to see. He and Spider-Man get into it, and Spider-Man just begs Hulk, "Hey, remember
how did they steal it from Spider-Man 2?
The inhibitor ship idea is from Doc Ock.
Yeah, but that's not suppressing his DNA. It's
the
partitioning
concept
off
of an
his brain
inhibitor
from
ship
the
on the
electric
back
arms.
of the neck. The concept of the inhibitor ship on the back of the neck is straight up Spider-Man.
No one
2.
can use
But
that.
anyway, as I was saying, then Spider-Man starts begging Hulk. He's like, while Hulk's got him that chokehold, "Hey, remember me? We were friends." Well, first of all, the spell was supposed to make everyone forget. Why does Hulk even remember Spider-Man?
Forget Peter Parker, not Spider-Man.
Not Spider-Man, asshole.
Right, but Spider-Man and Hulk never did shit together.
But
and also Spider-Man, what they've done.
Spider-Man says, "I'm Peter" to Hulk, and isn't that correct?
Right. So my headcanon for that would be Banner forgot, not Hulk, because he's a secondary personality.
You write the headcanon. If you have to headcanon it, that's poor writing. Also, Spider-Man just pleading to
There's
Hulk.
lots of inferences you can make from people. It's not always. Forgive me for saying headcanon.
Spider-Man pleading to Hulk's humanity is a complete cop out. They wanted the Hulk in there for a big smashy spectacle scene. It does not actually work. It does not work into the confines of the story. It's there for spectacle.
The only thing I would say in like relation to this is it looks like when he's saying "remember me," it's Banner who comes through. Like it's not Hulk who decides like to stop.
I think that they want to play with the idea that, I mean, that's one of the themes is, can you, even despite the spell, can there be relationships that Peter Parker had that were strong enough? I don't have
because
a
even
problem.
at the end, you see Ned remember with the handshake that it.
Oh my god!
Moment.
Yeah,
that was.
That he remembers who Peter Parker is.
It's a great moment, Badger, that undercuts the entire ending of Endgame. Whereas in Spider-Man now has to realize that he had to finally learn the lesson. He has to keep.
Oh my God, Negro! That was the entire point of the movie: is that just because he's alone doesn't mean he has to continue to be alone. That he took away their choice. He should have given them the option to choose that himself. That you're better with help and friends and family than trying to be alone and partitioned off.
Spider-Man made the correct, as an Endgame hater, or not Endgame, No Way Home hater. Spider-Man actually made the correct choice. He had had to do because Spider-Man is always torn between making the selfish choice and the selfless choice. That's the entire arc of Peter Parker, of Spider-Man. He did the thing that it was so painful to do, which is separate himself from his friends, and lo and behold, he's had to live this lonely existence. Which, mind you, it's not like he can't make new friends. We still haven't fucking seen Harry Osborn yet. MJ is.
You're never going to see Harry Osborn.
I know we're not going to. My point is, there's other characters that we can be using. The idea that Spider-Man is so lonely. That idea itself is the antithesis to Peter Parker, because Spider-Man, it's not about whether he's lonely. It's about him having to make the decision.
It's a defining fucking characteristic of his character.
No, it's not.
Yes,
loneliness
it
is not defining.
loneliness
is not defining thing about Spider-Man. What
Yes.
it's defining about Spider-Man is him having to make the choice to abandon certain friends, social situations, whatnot, to basically put being Spider-Man ahead of his social obligations, ahead of his Peter Parker life, and that in turn causes strife in the Peter Parker life. Well, if he's lonely, there's no fucking strife with those friends, with those confidants, with those family members. Nothing for him to have to make the choice over.
Literally, he was so against being fucking Peter Parker that the arachnid DNA starts taking him over.
And they don't even commit to that very well.
Because they explain what was happening, and then he stops it before embracing it and realizing he can be both.
Another thing that happened in Spider-Man 2, by the way, is he's got a bunch of emotional
which happened
problems.
in the fucking comics. They're all drawing from the same sources. So it just
right, but this movie's doing it all worse. Is my point. This movie
can never be done again.
Huh?
Just because they did something in the fucking Tobey Maguire movies doesn't mean that they cannot pull from the same source
agree, but if you're
material.
gonna do it at least as well, if not better. It's I'm sorry, there's nothing about the Man Spider stuff that was done better here than what they did with the Doc Ock MJ stuff in Spider-Man 2.
I think it's, I don't know, something I liked about the film.
Yeah,
that
what you like about the film.
Look, and this is a thing. I think that we get very passionate about, like, discuss, because you learn a lot by talking about what you don't like. But like when we were talking about the other day, like, Katie, you really liked it.
Yes.
I liked it. I have a soft spot for like everything Spider-Man related. I even like the Garfield films. And the second one I thought was like pretty bad, like doing like a weird accent and shit. Like, despite that, going into this, my biggest complaint was I have not liked the way the MCU has relegated Spider-Man. I don't like that. And I saw people complaining about like, oh, I'm so tired of hearing about the Tony Stark Jr. shit. I think it's very apt. And I think that in this film, they show that on some level, they know that they have put themselves in a corner with having him be subservient to all these other dudes. And like the first half of this film, I thought did a good job of quickly trying to show us that he is out on his own. And
great.
I really like
himself. He's New York's hero.
He's just a dude. Like, is it
And
a
even-
little? Go ahead.
I was saying, even when he's at the party and sees MJ kiss her boyfriend, like the scene after that, loved that scene. Like
I
of
thought
him
that-
being
that-
emotional and like
Was I disappointed? I thought they were going full Man Spider. Yeah, a little, but it didn't ruin my.
Did you
enjoyment.
want extra? You wanted
Bro,
extra arms?
I wanted, yeah,
Glad they
I
didn't.
wanted to, like fucking like in the animated series, like
Yeah, the animated series did this way better.
But like very early in this film, for all the stuff I like about it, I do think that they are hamstrung by what has come before, and that is the thing that I know that like a lot of people were saying. I think Chris Gore said that it's like two films. I don't think it's two films. I think it's the bones of like a really good Spider-Man film. And this is, by the way, I don't like Tom Holland. I thought this was the most I've liked Tom Holland. I thought he was, for once, kind of felt like he was trying to not be whatever he's been in the past ones. But they kept interjecting stuff that I was like, this is stupid. Like the Yelena stuff. I thought that was, please don't forget that we have other films coming out.
Yeah.
That's a derailment. The stuff with Bruce, I get it, but I didn't think it added enough, whatever. It felt a little bit like a tangent. And like they kept searching for these like emotional beats. I think the stuff with having Jean Grey, I thought that was like one of the worst kept secrets. And so, they kind of wanted to like milk it a little bit. And we're like, there was just times that I felt like, okay, well, we know where this is going. And then there were real emotions that were almost undercut by them being like, we just wanted to last a little bit longer. Like the scene with kissing MJ just to find out it's Jean Grey. Like I turned to Katie.
Before
She's a villain.
Funny.
Yeah. But it's a good instinct, but there was just a little bit of like, I thought taking too long, and it didn't kill my enjoyment of it, but it did make it seem like there was things that were very obvious that they were afraid that maybe the audience wouldn't be wise up on. But I didn't finish She-Hulk, so I guess there was stuff that, like the banner stuff, but I didn't also it didn't wreck it. I just thought it was a theme that I didn't appreciate. That makes more sense if you're saying he, by the end of She-Hulk, realized that he can't control Banner.
You mean Hulk?
Yeah.
It could have been Kurt Connors, but I realized the reason they didn't do that version is because they weren't trying to just halt his transformation. It's supposed to connect to, if I change a little bit, I can suppress the mutant gene. And
and that's where I kept feeling like there's this really cool Spider-Man story but they're also having to like fix not just the previous Tom Holland Spider-Man films, but give some direction to this fucked up MCU where they're like, we want mutants, but we got to introduce Jean Grey. And I think like my biggest complaint is just, and it's not just a Spider-Man thing. It feels like this quagmire that all comic book movies, all traditionally like hero-based films are in right now, where they're really struggling to handle like what level of morality are we going to like say this is it, like this is our outlook on morality, whether it's the Odyssey, whether it's Superman, whether it's any of these films. And so you want to have this big reveal of Jean Grey, but the early way she's portrayed is straight evil, like the possessions. And I think that is interesting because it felt like that Denzel Washington film with Fallen. And you're like, this is pretty cool. But then we're like, but we don't want to live in this like place where there might be a complicated feeling about Jean Grey. So we have to immediately be like, but it's okay because her sister was taken. And like when the theme is like this ongoing debate with like the Punisher and Peter Parker on like what level of violence, whatever, it just sometimes to me comes a little sanctimonious, a little bit harpy. But this isn't just this film. It's just in Hollywood. It feels like they want these emotional confrontations versus physical confrontations, that's fine. But I've seen it a lot. And so the ending of this felt a little bit like the ending of the
Echo. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Echo with Fisk in there because they kind of do the solve everything with the Mind Palace trick.
Well, and see, and that's so. And he talks about like you've seen the emotional stuff. Not only we've seen it, but if you're not going to do it well, then don't fucking do it. So they trotted back out Marissa Tomei to have her as Aunt May tell Jean Grey to be a good fucking person. I'm sorry, that's weak as shit, and it was done to try and appeal to your emotional sensibilities and make you feel sad on your inside feely parts, and it's just fucking dumb.
No, it actually worked really well. And she was telling Peter that, and she just experienced the connection that she never had. Right.
Yeah, we're talking about the girl that has just spent the entire runtime of the movie killing all these motherfuckers. It's some mother figure so Peter Parker that she's never met in her entire life comes out and says, "Oh, be a good person."
They did
change their mentality.
Leah, they set it up a little when they're in the park and they talk about like their mom left them for having powers.
I get they set it up.
She
still said that doesn't matter.
She had some mommy issues and that kind of helped solve some.
Well, the film has a pretty, like, I don't want to say heavy-handed like in a negative, but I mean it's very clear that one of the themes of this film is isolation and losing sight of who you are. Like I mean that they say it multiple times. And that's kind of the stuff I was complaining about. I was like, no, I get it. Like you don't need to have characters say it to me. Like, but that is a theme of the thing. I just my gripe with the Marissa Tomei scene was not the scene itself. It was they try to fit like the responsibility word in there, and I'm like, stop using it. Use a different synonym for responsibility, because it feels like this is the second time they're like, we got to get like this responsibility thing to work. If she had just been like, the most important thing is that you remember you don't have to do it on your own, I wouldn't be brought right back to the last film where I thought they also butchered the great responsibility delivery.
Yeah,
especially when the Go ahead, Badger.
No.
Especially when the first act did such a good job of showing Spider-Man taking his responsibility seriously to the detriment of his own like psychological and physical health. Right? He's so committed to cleaning the streets of New York City with that great like montage of him tackling all of his rogues gallery. I loved all of that stuff, and I do agree with you, Andy, in that this is probably the best iteration of Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, that I've seen. Be as close to the Peter Parker and Spider-Man that I remember from the comics, right, and the animated series. But for every good decision this film makes, there's just so many writing flaws that stops it from being the movie that it could have been. And I'm just not a big fan of the conclusion at all. And I felt like with The Punisher, yes, I get that they have that sort of banter and stuff in the comics, and that's all fine, but I just do not feel as though that was. It felt like there's a missing movie to explain their dynamic and relationship that we didn't get.
It's that
we are
Staten
having
Island.
opposite
Staten
experience.
Staten Island, bro.
Oh, you gonna bring that shit up again?
Yeah, remember when Anakin kept telling Obi-Wan about that nest of Gundarks? Like, this is just a very fucking common theme that happens all the time. I liked that it felt like a comic book movie, not an MCU movie. It felt like a comic book world where they have been interacting on and off for 4 years.
I don't need a Scorpion origin, Leon. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying that we need a Scorpion origin. What I'm saying is it clearly
one of the best
people don't
relationships in the whole movie.
understand who the Scorpion is. They're just going to throw in a recognizable costume, even though that's not the character. Like Scorpion's character is intrinsically tied to J. Jonah Jameson. But as far as the Punisher stuff goes, no, I didn't buy any of it. There is nothing about the way they are interacting on screen, nothing about the way that the two are bantering back and forth that felt like either of them were properly in character. This is a version of the Punisher that we have seen a myriad of times in this universe now, be it his own series, be it Daredevil. Yes. Now you water him down for a PG-13 movie. It doesn't feel like the same
I'm
character.
sorry he said bullshit
Spider-Man,
instead of fuck, but he was the same character.
I'm sorry, no, because the way that he was interacting with Spider-Man and whatnot through the majority of this movie.
Because he's very obviously younger, and when he sees him, he even says, "You're just like I pictured you, a young kid." He treats him like a little brother as opposed to Matt.
Which is not what the Frank Castle we've seen in fucking season 1 of or 2 of Daredevil, for example, would have been doing. And he hasn't really changed all that much.
Because it's been many years.
You mean he's had some growth also, bro?
Holy fuck.
You hate everything about this fucking movie.
Rehashing the family drama or the family trauma that he's gone through every season and every new iteration is not growth. It's the same issue we have with Rey Skywalker, who just repeats her journey at the beginning of every fucking movie.
Well, I did enjoy, I'd have to disagree with Leon in that I did enjoy the banter between Spider-Man and Punisher. I felt that this Punisher was incongruous with the Punisher we saw in that one-shot mini-series thingy.
Meanwhile, I'm like, he's the direct exec at the in that one, he resolved to be full-time Punisher. And 4 years later, you're
my
seeing
favorite
him
scene
as
in that Fight
full-time
Badger
Punisher.
when Hulk is about to land on Frank and Peter whips him
grabs
out
him and
and he's
drags him while
shooting the whole
shooting.
way
Yes,
over. That's
it
fucking
was fan-
awesome.
it
Leon,
was
I love you, but I
fantastic.
fucking hate you sometimes.
Look, things can be fucking awesome. There's some visual stuff in this movie that is great. That's why I say this is all style over substance, because for everything that
But there's a lot of substance.
cool
People
and
cried.
flashy, it's just
People
a
cried.
fucking
Some
hollow
fantastic
and
emotional
motionless
moments.
movie.
Yeah. No, I think you are being a little disingenuous in the shit that
I'm
you
not
are.
being disingenuous in the slightest, mind
You
you.
are angry
I did
about
not
shit
like
in this one
movie.
that you would give
Flat out.
pass to in other movies. Like
Why?
if Toby
Give-
did this
give-
shit,
give-
you
give me
wouldn't
an
say a
example.
goddamn thing.
Ooh.
You wouldn't say a goddamn thing.
Give me an
Lod,
example. If you're gonna make
thank
the accusation, give me an example.
Did you have a problem in the Fox X-Men movies when it showed Jean abusing her powers as a child? Did you think she was irredeemable and should have just been in prison?
You mean the movies that
instead
came
of-
out when I was a kid, so I didn't think about movies that way? No, as a kid, I did not have those
Well,
problems.
think about
When
it
I see
now.
for the very first time.
Do you
with
retroactively
fresh
think
eyes
it's
as an
horrible?
adult, yeah, I would have that issue. This is the
Or do we
same
maybe
issue we all
understand
had
this
with
is-
WandaVision. I had the same issue with this as I had with WandaVision. Clearly,
Yeah, she
my moral
didn't
compass is
capture a
along
whole
there.
town for months and turn them into fucking slaves. She froze them for like 20
Man,
minutes.
mind rape is mind rape, and killing people's killing people.
Yeah,
Let's
we throw
do
that
it.
mind rape around way too much.
put
Hayden Wayne
rapists
for
to death.
20, real quick. I just watched
100%.
the movie this afternoon. I think I agree with Badger for the most part. Thank you.
Damage Control were bad guys, but I'm glad they killed her sister. 100%. I'm glad.
Actually, Damage Control being bad guys. Let's talk about that.
Dude, they just saved so many lives.
Perfect example of what they would have done.
Homeboy being head of Damage Control being the bad guy. Guys, the moment he appeared on screen for the first time, we knew he was the real bad guy. That's
He's
not
black?
even a twist ending. Huh?
No, because it was.
Because actually,
being
he was
facetious.
a
dark character.
Well,
yeah, Badger's just joking, but
No,
but
I know
was
that. I'm
one of
just
those
saying that,
things
like,
where
I
you're-
am kind of glad that it's actually a black guy being the bad guy for once, because we haven't had that in Hollywood. in
From
20
day
years.
one, the organization has been shown to be a bad organization. It should not have shocked anyone that they were going to be the ultimate.
But let's be real. The
bad.
movie treats it like that as a fucking surprise.
The bad guy in Wonder Man Damage Control was like
It was also damage. Yes, all of them. Every scene of every spin-off movie the last 5 years have all been Department of Damage Control.
Right, the
and how
things that
they're
aren't even
ultimately
charted in the
corrupt.
Nielsen
It's
ratings
bad.
because nobody's watching them.
Okay, but that doesn't
Yeah,
change the fact that they've already been set up as
so
a villain for multiple products.
I like the movie, but Damage Control and Jean Grey were weak villains.
You didn't like Jean Grey?
No, I was rooting against her 100%.
No, I
can't
think that she was a good
I can't believe
villain. I think she was a weak, I don't think they did enough to Oh, now she's actually
Her,
heroic.
dude, her in the back of like the limousine, like she's
Yeah.
like the powerful
The
gangster.
boss.
It's like
I got a question. Did anybody notice
the hood?
this scene where he's trying out the new fucking chip? He drops down, the grenades go off. He's right below his apartment. Am I not wrong? Because he just came out. Now, she's talking to him through someone and says, oh, I'm in your apartment. He even verifies it on his fucking computer. Why not thwip straight up and go beat the shit out of her? She's literally physically above him in his apartment. But then you wouldn't have had him chasing her down and then getting into a helicopter.
Right.
because she
Also, Techrat, why have Spider-Man rely on fucking Tony Stark-esque technology when Spider-Man's whole thing, like post
His Spidey senses?
Say it again.
What
Spidey
Tony Stark
senses.
technology did he
Dude,
rely
he's
on?
talking to his goddamn AI the whole movie. She's the one
Hi.
that solves the Jean
We
Grey.
we live in a world, Leon, where AI exists now. It makes, of
Okay,
course.
okay, we do not
Are you
live in a
mad that he
world with
uses a
that level of
smartphone?
AI, but also
Are you mad
again,
that he uses a
defeats the purpose of
smartphone that has a
Spider-Man.
scanner?
Spider-Man's whole thing is that he does shit solo, and he does it with he is not.
Are you mad
Batman.
that he has a
Spider-Man has no
smartphone and a
tech.
scanner?
Aside from his web shooters, Spider-Man has next to no tech.
Are you mad that he has a smartphone and a police scanner?
I didn't like the AI in this. In the new Ultimate Spider-Man run, he gets a fancy tech suit that has an AI that talks to him, and it's literally himself. So it's Spider-Man talking to Spider-Man, and I like that. I didn't really.
Spider-Man
like
has tracking
Stevie or whatever.
devices. He's got all kinds of tech.
Right. Okay. My
compared to
point
like
is-
Jarvis.
Yeah, my point is Spider-Man, if we're going with the idea that the previous Spider-Man set up, that No Way Home set up, was that was all effectively an origin story to get to the true blue Spider-Man from the comics who does things solo, figures stuff out himself, goes through trials and tribulations. Having an AI solve all his fucking problems is not Spider-Man.
She solved none of his fucking problems.
She's the
Otherwise,
one
he
that
wouldn't have had.
identified Jean Grey. The antagonist.
Because she could read a fucking police report.
At Grok, what's VMAX?
If the AI was solving all of his problems, you wouldn't have had to gone to the. This is where fans piss me the fuck off, and by that I mean tisms like Leon. You want Peter to be super smart. You want him to be
Street
comic
Fighter.
smart.
Yes!
Where one day he
Blanca.
goes, shut the fuck up. Where one day he
Street
grows
Fighter.
up to have Peter Parker
Blanca.
Industries, and so then we get a guy on his fucking own that's able to do the bare minimum. Hobos and huts in Africa have flat screen TVs and 3D printers.
Peter
He's able to
didn't
do the bare minimum, and all of a sudden you think it's Tony Stark, even
Peter
though it's a
didn't
fucking
start
basic
Parker
bitch
Industries.
AI.
Doc Ock did.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, if you're gonna use fucking shit like that from the comics, then at least get it right. Because Peter is a loser who couldn't do that. Only when Doc
Nutella.
Ock invaded his mind, took
You
over his
know what
body,
I'm saying.
did
Do you
he
want him
realize
smart
the
enough to be able to
potential
run
that
a
Peter
tech?
had. Doc Ock started Parker Industries.
Do you want him smart enough to be able to run a tech company or not?
No. Well,
You
run it,
don't want him
sure, he
smart
didn't
enough to be
found
run
it.
a tech
Peter-
company.
No, I want Peter to be the guy that has the mental, the intelligence to do so, but is so beaten down by life because he puts the responsibility of Spider-Man first that he doesn't get to accomplish it.
How long would you like him to stay beaten down by life and on his own with no one
Oh,
else?
considering
and
he's been
miserable?
like that for the comics in about 70 years now, I'd say 70 years, give or take.
Yeah, and that's fucking retarded. He should be allowed to grow up, get married to Mary Jane, have kids, and come up with different
Great,
struggles.
we did. We had a good run of that in the 90s into the 2000s until One More Day happened. I like Spider-Man married to Mary Jane, mind you. I would like to eventually see that. Now, not this version of Mary Jane, because Zendaya as MJ is not Mary Jane. But yes,
the bad
I
take?
do like that.
He's smart. Peter Parker's literally fucking smart.
Correct.
He's able to make webbing fluid from nothing in the comics. He's able
Right.
to design all those gadgets that Rat just talked about.
But
He's talking to Bruce Banner, and if you look at Bruce's eyes, he's like, "Fuck, this kid knows some shit."
Yeah.
Right.
He was
If we had
impressed.
gotten more stuff like that throughout the entirety of the Holland run, and frankly, we didn't even get as much of as I wanted in any of these Spider-Man runs. Raimi, Mark Webb, like almost everybody downplays Peter's intelligence. He is effectively Tony Stark's equal, but he goes about it a very different way. He doesn't have the machines do everything for him.
He was
does
in high
everything-
school the whole time.
Spider-Man has not been in motherfucking high school. In the comics, he was in high school for about 4 years, so they moved on. By the end of the Raimi films, he's out of high school in the
I
first
don't
fucking act.
even know what the fuck you're complaining about.
The fact that this is not written
He
like
was building his own technology. I'm sorry he had an AI that he made himself.
That-
I have a co-pilot
an
I
AI
talk
that
to.
solves
I'm an
the
idiot.
problem with the movie, and everybody else solves the problems for him. MJ solves problems for him. Punisher solves problems for him. The AI solves problems.
Oh
Give me
my
a
God.
problem in this movie, an actual problem that he solves himself. Even Yelena Belova solved a fucking problem for him.
He comes up with like 90% of the problem, and then the last 10% the film does, because the theme is that he shouldn't do it on his own. And I do get the, like, I've always liked the kind of the more like I guess 90s or whatever Spider-Man, where he is on his own. But this film is very clear that that's just never going to be Tom Holland Spider-Man. And so
MJ, who went to MIT for 4 fucking years, and they very clearly show you that Peter's not thinking straight because he can't concentrate, and she comes up with the fucking solution that he would have thought of had he not been all fucked up. That his glasses are also developing an EM
find
field.
it funny though that he didn't ask his co-pilot or Evie, like, hey, by the way, like, why is this not working? Like, and have the goggles
Like
be
the
like,
inhibitor?
yeah,
Like,
like,
why is this
yeah,
not
why
working?
is this inhibitor not working?
Keep running through trials and not ever asking for it to check it. Yeah.
Retromeister for 10. Evening all. I'm considering to watch Brand New Day since the last movie was a confusing mess, regardless of fan service. You won't like this then. Not to mention the cringe MCU humor, which took me away from it as well. I mean, obviously, watch things and make it up for yourself. But if you thought No Way Home was a confusing mess, you will probably find the same thing.
I don't think the humor was cringe in this, though, at least.
No, it worked for me.
I thought this was better than No Way Home, though.
This is the second best movie in
what I want my humor to be.
Oh, hold on to that one, Niet. Let's lighten the mood a little. Once I read a book about glue. I couldn't put it down. Are you doing this, ABF? Is this what your influence is?
You did to her.
Good job.
Logan Missiak for 2. Spider-Man 1 and 2 are better than Brand New Day. Okay, so if I was have to rate this across all the Spider-Mans, I would still say Tobey's 1 and 2 are better, and then Brand New Day is right there. That being said, the way Spider-Man's costume looks, the way he fights, the way he swings, the way he uses his webbing is the definitive version of how Spider-Man needs to move. It is better than every other fucking movie by a large margin. It is live action Insomniac Spider-Man.
And see, but you just explained the crux of the issue I have with this movie, because while I don't even disagree with what you're saying, everything you said was all visual. Again, style over substance. I still want my Spider-Man movies to have good scripts.
There was
now, I'm
a
glad
ton
you
of
acknowledge that
substance.
1 and 2 are better, but like, let's be real, Spider-Man 2 is in the pantheon of greatest superhero movies of all time, not just Marvel or whatnot. You could put it, frankly, Spider-Man 2 is better than The Dark fucking Knight. This movie, from a purely scripting level, is a confused fucking mess, no matter how
Also,
cool
we
the
overglazed Tobey
Insomniac
because
stuff
he was
looks.
there first. He's not even all that comic accurate. We just love him because he was fucking
Those are
first. and
good.
did it
They
well.
are good movies.
Right. But because of that, Andrew Garfield is overhated or underrated, and Tom Holland is overhated.
I really don't think Tom Holland is overhated. I'm gonna be real. Most
I don't
people
like
love him by proof that his movies make a gajillion dollars.
I thought this was like, oh, sorry, go.
No, ABF. What'd you think of the bit you watched on social media?
Well, I don't know. I like Spider-Man, but I haven't really liked him in a long time. I really am burnt out by all things
The
MCU.
character or MCU Tom Holland version?
Both the character as well as Tom Holland. I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. Like Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was great. I just didn't need anything more than that.
See, I loved him in this one on his own, finally being the hero that he wanted to be since Homecoming. I love when they show him working with the cops and fucking DeWolf in the games. It's Yuri. Either way, I like that type of shit. He was really actually doing the work.
But he's not on his own. And that's an issue I had with the Insomniac games, which we talked about in Nia's stream, is he's not on his own because he's working with the cops and whatnot. And then he's working with Punisher. He's not really on his own.
The cop isn't doing. He's doing all the work though, Leon. Like the cop isn't doing anything.
Right. My point is, but he's not on his own. As in, it's not like he doesn't have some sort of confidant. They have that banter back and forth about like knowing the kids' names.
Does Batman work?
How
does
does
not
he
including
doesn't
the
know
Bat
the kids'
family?
names until later?
I know. I just said that.
But how does having banter undermine him doing the superhero stuff on his own?
Spider-Man, there's a reason that Spider-Man and Wolverine were the characters that Marvel said until new leadership took over in like 2008 or whatever it was, that Spider-Man and Wolverine would never join the Avengers because they are the isolationist characters. That's why they work. That's how they work. Spider-Man, even in the comics, started taking a downslide.
So he should not talk to the police at all. He should not work with them. He should just ignore them.
Yeah. Most of the time in the comics, the police want to kill him because J. Jonah Jameson has the world convinced he's a vigilante villain.
So you just want him to be isolated. He can't talk to anybody.
Yes, because that's how Spider-Man works best. Is he has no one.
I get it now. Leon wants the Unabomber, but with webs, which is cool. I'd watch that. He was
The entire point of the fucking movie was that
Which
just
is a
because
bad
you were
movie. That's why it's a bad
Oh
movie. I'm
my
not
God.
saying it doesn't have. You're right.
Oh.
That's the point of the movie, and I think that's a failure. That's a failure on the groundwork laid of the movie is to have this be the theme.
So what if instead of the inhibitor, he just turns to heroin and then he goes ass to ass at the end? Would that be better? Is that
the entire
sad
point
and
of the
miserable enough?
movie? Is that just because you are alone doesn't mean you need to do everything alone. It is okay to ask for help when you need it.
Right, and usually that help comes to Peter. His Spider-Man stuff does not ever stop being Spider-Man. So like if you look at the last 70
He did not stop
years,
being Spider-Man the entire movie. In fact, every struggle he had,
when
he
I say
came
stop
right
being
back
Spider-Man,
into
I'm
the
using
fight.
that metaphorically as in what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man. So as I was about to say, when you look at the last 70-ish years of Spider-Man comics, when he works with other heroes, it's usually reluctantly or some sort of cosmic threat or whatnot. Spider-Man has always worked best as a solo character who occasionally interacts with the rest of the larger MCU world. In this movie, even with no Avengers and whatnot, by throwing Hulk in there, by throwing Punisher in there, by trying to make it work similarly to the Insomniac games, which are great, at least the first one, it's a great game on its own right, it undermines what Spider-Man has always been. This is Spider-Man for the modern audience without using modern audience as an ideological thing.
Do you like Spider-Man 3 with Tobey? Do you like the third one?
Yes, it's not.
Did
good,
it undermine it when Harry helped him?
No, because that was a story arc that had been built up to over 3 movies.
Get the fuck out.
Well,
Get the fuck out.
Technically, they've been building up to this for 4 films.
Yeah, but if they had built it up,
No, I said he only works with the larger world of universes or the world of character stuff as a whole when necessity calls for it. Now, obviously, you want
and
the Harry
necessity
Osborn
called for it in
redemption
this
arc.
one, which is why he got the fucking other street level hero Punisher to help him.
I'm sorry, I don't think that the movie actually called for it. Spider-Man could probably.
She's an Omega level mutant. It absolutely called for fucking help.
Yeah,
he helped him with Hulk.
If it called for it, then explain to me why after Frank shoots Spider-Man trying to shoot Jean Grey and they're in the hospital, he says, "I was wrong to take the shot." Explain if it called for it because he admits I was wrong.
How dare you, Emperor? Toby is the end all be all, and his movies are perfect.
I just said it's a bad movie, but I like it. Don't even no. I straight up said you said, "Do you like Spider-Man 3?" Or I think Techrat said. I said I like it. It's not good.
Also, I don't think he said, mind you, I just watched it again. I don't think he said he was sorry for taking the shot. I think he was inferring he was sorry for shooting him.
That's how I took it. He was sorry that he
I don't think because then he tells him like, I've seen some brave shit. You were pretty fucking brave.
He says the words "I was wrong."
I think the scene was implying that he was wrong to try and kill Jean Grey.
Well, either way, I loved every moment of that. Yeah,
especially considering at that point he cares more about Spider-Man than he's let on. He's deeply worried that Spider-Man would die, and he's just said that Jean Grey's the reason he's not dead.
Yeah, she made sure he stayed alive until he could.
So he's gonna be like, I shouldn't have tried to kill Jean Grey.
Now Leon's gonna tell us
after killing
that
a couple of people.
Yeah,
Punisher's a bitch for crying, right?
Look,
Punisher would never cry.
I don't like seeing Punisher crying played for laughs because immediately after they play it for laughs. But sorry, go on, yet.
Look, despite a lot of the structural problems this movie has, I do think, obviously, the first 2 Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, I think that Homecoming would be third, and then this would be fourth, simply because Homecoming has a Spider-Man villain as a Spider-Man villain, and the writing is a lot tighter in that film as well.
Okay.
So some of my favorite Spider-Man comics is McFarlane run. I was like, I think I remember he teams up with a shit ton of people on this, Leon. And this is my favorite Spider-Man.
The worst versions of it. He needs to be on his own all the time.
He teams up with like fucking Morbius and Ghost Rider and Wolverine.
Frankly, the 90s actually had that. Now, I love the McFarlane art, but the 90s kind of had a problem with doing major team-ups and stuff like that because Marvel was fucking dying. They were going bankrupt. They were looking for any excuse to sell books.
Yeah. Ultimately...
Yeah, Spider-Man Wolverine, which famously they hate each other. The Spider-Man Wolverine dichotomy is actually far better than both of what they did with Spider-Man and Punisher.
Leading into this, there was a lot made about like the first person web swinging. I thought that was like way overblown. There wasn't a whole lot of that. I think the thing that looked coolest was all the shots where they would like invert, and they made no mention of that kind of leading up. I thought those were the coolest shots where
rotating cameras in hallways and in the prison.
That was freaking
It was
awesome.
so cool.
All of it. The way
Loved
he
it.
moved, the way he swung.
I like
all of
the
it.
music choices they put in the film.
The music
All
was so
good.
refreshing. It didn't feel like a bunch of like almost boomer or Gen Xers being like, hey, please like my music. It was like age appropriate. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That first beginning song had my toe tapping right at the beginning of the movie.
That's our
a good
WTF
sign.
Wednesday song.
It is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's Wolf Like Me by TV on the Radio.
Well, according to Amy Pascal, we hope Tom's going to be our Spider-Man forever. And if I was Tom, I would never let go.
Till he's
Well,
90.
they're not going to let go of him so long as he continues making billion-dollar films. Even Tom said that he'd like to continue being Spider-Man, but he also said that he's got plans to pass on the baton to
he says
Miles
that,
Morales.
No, that's what you sound like when you're trying to keep your job and be affable. And
No, to be fair, Badger, the end credit scene for this movie, I'm not even saying this out of malice or whatnot, just like the end credit scene for this movie did set up Miles Morales.
It was also, though, the most anticlimactic. Like, I don't know if you guys watched
the
Yeah.
tracker.
Yeah, just because, like, I was like, really? It's a tracker?
They screwed up the end credit. So my audience, they didn't have the normal end credits after they do the New York stuff, and so it went to like the hard credits, and then there was like 5+ seconds of silence, and then someone went, and then everyone started clapping because everyone's like, "Where the fuck is our clip?" And then it was a pretty weak end credits one.
Well,
so I will say they screwed that up.
What they're doing with that end credit scene is like after Secret War in 2014 was just used as an excuse to bring Miles Morales into the main continuity, and because Doctor Doom using all the incursion stuff and whatnot. Yes, I'm sure you've got the 2014 Secret War run. It's fucking awful, by the way. That right there, I'm sure was the beginning of the incursions, and that's how they're going to bring Miles Morales in. So that's what it was. It was a setup for, while he might not be the star of the fifth one, he will definitely be in it.
You got the Dewey Decimal System. He found that shit real quick.
Well, it's in my Cosmic Marvel. This would be the good Secret Wars.
Yes, that is the good Secret Wars.
They're doing this one instead, where they put Captain Marvel upside down in the middle.
Did you guys think that we're going to be getting a post-credit scene? Because there was an over-the-wood shot of cars driving, and I thought that we're going to see Jean Grey arriving at Professor Xavier's school.
I thought she was going to upstate. Look, I might not like it, but the last part of this is the fucking connecting to X-Men. It's her backstory. It's what makes her go to the school and be like, I got to get this shit in check. And you can say it was Dark Phoenix, or she's a scared kid who lost her sister, who was fucking murdered by Damage Control by experimenting on her. Either way, it is to set up X-Men.
Yeah, it's to set up multiple movies. Again, they also set up Secret War. I'm sure Punisher stuff's to set up more Punisher stuff. Like this movie, it felt like an advertisement for a bunch of upcoming Marvel products.
I mean, that was definitely going to the mansion. I mean, you don't show like
upstate New York.
Yeah, like I mean, that's yeah.
So that's it. To me, this is a perfectly fine backstory for her to have a reason to feel horrible the rest of her life, and
for being a terrorist who murdered a bunch of people.
Yeah, yes. Allegedly. Yeah,
she did.
I'm glad her sister's dead.
I would like it if she feels bad about herself, because I think that that's a cool dynamic through the X-Men. Is like, because even like, you remember that?
That's why she's gonna fuck Wolverine when she's dating Cyclops.
I think it's cool that a lot of them, like, because they always play with that, like, you know, they don't want to be treated like they're dangerous, but they are dangerous. Like some of them are legitimately dangerous.
Yeah.
Can we be honest?
I think that's cool.
Her sister was gonna go steal the ice cream, right?
Yes.
She's gonna do the mind fuck.
Yeah, they don't have jobs.
Yeah,
100%.
You're right.
Things.
That's fucked up, right? Because that's a small business owner that she's ripping off. You know,
and then he's gonna have to shut down. Fucked up, man.
Hey, I hate ice cream, man. You just got a purty mouth. Why don't you bend over? Sorry, no, it's just his mind, so it's okay.
Go to the wrong fucking one.
Would you guys agree that when she jumps mines, they do interpretive dancing?
Dude, some of them got hit so hard their hats fucking flew off. Crazy.
They wanted to call it a flash mob, but they're afraid DC would sue.
It was. Oh my
god. ABF for 69. 69. Spider-Man has a winter jacket made of Mediterranean flatbread. It's called a pita parka.
You stretched that as hard as you could, and it was still so good.
Did you look that up? A pita.
No, he doesn't
parka.
reveal his sources.
Thank you, ABF.
I love the chosen one. Loving him is lots of fun. We love the chosen one. Not as much as me.
Not as much as me. And thank you, Jeff, for the 5 memberships. Appreciate you.
Are we going to the X-Men casting now?
Yeah. For that, Niad, are you good, or do you have to?
I do have to bounce, guys.
Okay.
I got a long drive ahead of me. Thank you so much for having me on. I enjoyed this movie. 6.5 probably out of 10. Does have a lot of issues, but we were having a
could have fooled me, but I'm glad. Yeah.
Subjective, objective, Badger. All right.
Sure,
Take
sure,
care,
sure,
guys.
sure.
Have a good
Have a good weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm on chapter 12. I love your book. Bye.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Logan for 2. Did anyone see J. Jonah Jameson? No, because we saw him in No Way Home. There's no Daily Bugle. He's Alex Jones, and for whatever reason, they didn't bring him back
because he's not allowed to have his own website anymore.
The reptilians got him.
Yeah, they took his bank account. Yeah, I'm amenable to some of these, i.e., no one fucking reads newspapers. He's literally got a police scanner. He doesn't need to be first on the scene to take fucking pictures. I feel the same way about Superman, by the way. Love him working at the Daily Planet, but that's just not going to make very much fucking sense the more we go into what we are in modern day. People don't read newspapers.
See, I will say that's a thing that this is a problem with movies in general, though. And for what, this is actually me saying that you're wrong. When I just something I just want movies to get bad to is I don't think every movie needs to be in modern day. Not everyone needs cell phones. Like you can put like Gotham as shitty as that show ended up being, did it brilliantly. And they had
don't,
90s cars, they had flip phones, they had black and white TVs, so that it was timeless. You didn't really know what time it was set in because it was
but that's Gotham though. It's a fictional city. This is New York, and if you start showing 90s New York or whatever, I think
I was talking about more Metropolis because he brought up Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But even with like Gotham, like any of them, I agree. Like I think it's stupid having like newspapers and stuff, and I think that is like one of the things. Like, oh, cool, like Superman's a journalist. That just feels same reason I thought it was stupid in Disclosure Day. That it's like we got to get to the legacy media. Like, it's like, bro, who's
Instead
that
of just
for?
uploading it? Yeah, all I'm saying is I'm a little bit more amenable to these days.
Yeah,
it's not exactly just like he's a fucking reporter and he writes in the newspaper.
He should work for TMZ. Like,
I actually agree with you about like the Alex Jones thing. Hayden says it in chat about him running like a radio show. Yeah, I think those are changes that, in my opinion, do make sense with the modernity of it. That's just part of the course. I just want to see movies take a more timeless approach.
Yeah, but if after Secret Wars and X-Men, which we'll talk about in a second, bring him back to be the one guy that hates Peter Parker on his podcast.
The original source wasn't timeless, though. And timeless? We're gonna give him a job that he's still gonna be able to do in the year 3000.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 2099, and that's Miguel O'Hara.
Space miner, drone operator.
This goes to like when we see Magneto. Is he gonna be a Holocaust survivor?
No.
How old is he? Like, you're gonna have to start. It's every motherfucker that was like a veteran of Vietnam is not a veteran of Vietnam. Then it's like Iraq War, and then they did it with Iron Man, right? When he was in Afghanistan. So you're gonna have to make some changes to the time period you're in. So
Magneto's gonna be an interesting one because like being in a concentration camp is really integral to his character on account of the whole
Leon
thing.
It's very important to his character.
You're gonna love this, Leon. The wonderful thing about history is we still have concentration camps and genocide.
He's a Uyghur Muslim now.
He could be a Uyghur. I joked that he could be like a Rwandan refugee.
He didn't want to get the COVID vaccine, and he's been in an Australian internment camp. Sorry, Nyat.
I said Gazan because it's the most apt. Most
Alligator Alley.
Before we talk about what's actually going to live in the X-Men universe, which it's going to turn into, let's talk about what's finally not fucking happening.
Rest in peace.
7 years of Blade. I've been doing this professionally for pushing 30 years now. And one thing I've learned is that what is for you, and what is not. For whatever reason, that project is not for me. If they wanted to do it again, we would have done it. So I have to move on. And I have moved on. Again, you had me under contract. They have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. So we're not doing the movie. He's basically said that twice now.
He's officially done being asked about Blade. I think that's what really just drove him over the edge.
That's what this was. I feel ready to move on from the Blade questions. Those questions are for them.
There you go. I'm okay with him not doing it.
Me too. So am I, but the question is, why was it so difficult? Because there's the Feige one, right? Go ahead, Andy.
I think we said it was about
a thing about racism against the blacks. What's going on here?
Me?
Dude, it's the shit about them not doing the daughter stuff, right? It has to be.
It's Sinners. No, it's because Sinners was too similar to what they were planning.
But that's an even bigger red
7
flag.
years.
Why would
that
Sinners be
doesn't
close to what they were doing for Blade?
Yeah, no, what tracks is they kept trying to make it about the daughter, whether it was in the 30s or the 80s or 90s. They kept trying to make it about the daughter and her friend
Yeah,
instead of
and they
Blade.
said it in the past, and that ended up being too similar to Sinners.
The way we did it, Badger, was a series of ever-moving goalposts. And so you always feel like it's within reach, but there's always another thing that has to happen for you to get, whether it's independence or the right to vote. You know.
Because this is the thing that's going around, right? So they didn't do Blade, they didn't do the case, but I feel like this is just, it's not even racism, it's incompetence. Racism was what got them green lit to begin with. Blade can't happen because Kevin Feige is a fucking idiot and said he didn't want to put him in a leather jacket fighting vampires, which is all we want. Kang Avengers didn't happen because Kang's a shitty villain. He always was. And it wasn't working even before Jonathan Majors had his girlfriend fucking, because I was actually on his side. His girlfriend fucking assaulted
Kang
him.
is kind of a shitty villain
Yeah.
in the comics. Like,
Wonder Man was good. I enjoyed it, but no one
Same.
fucking watched it, and it made no sense to do
about
a fucking
Ironheart?
sequel. Yeah, that's the other thing. Armor Wars would have worked, but they kept fucking changing everything around it. And then once the decision was, we're just going to have Robert Downey Jr. come back, play Doom, and when everything's rebooted again, he'll be Iron Man.
Also,
There's no reason
Armor
to do
Wars
this.
stopped making sense once they revealed that Rhodey was a Skrull for God knows how long.
Because they've tried to.
Yeah. Also,
but yes.
It's Don Cheadle leading,
Cheadle.
man.
I mean, I think that that's been a problem with a bunch of the characters that they're not leading men. But as far as like the whole, the Blade of it all, I think it's so funny that it's been like the worst kept secret. Everybody knows that there was never going to be a fucking Blade film. And whenever any of us would say it, there was always that contingent of people online and on Reddit who were like, nothing's been canceled. They would say if it was canceled. And then the actual answer you get from the actor who was at one point given a lot of the creative control over this is saying it just comes down to intent, and there's no intent to get this film made, which means he's going based on the same vibes we were, that it wouldn't be this hard to make a Blade film if they actually wanted to make a Blade film.
Yeah, and I blame Ironheart for all the Armor Wars shit. Had that worked, it would be happening. But there's a reason they delayed it for over a year, because it was a George Floyd hire. Let's be honest. It got greenlit when they were trying to save face, and it would have been horrible. And I think they saw the writing on the wall.
Mahershala Ali, on the other hand, was literally the best person they could have cast for Blade, regardless of any identity politics or anything. He is the dude.
Yeah,
who should have been Blade. Like it's so, especially when you consider. I think we brought this up on Niet's show in Marvel Tokon Battle, the upcoming Marvel fighting game. The two most picked characters in the game, one of them, fucking Blade. They screwed the pooch on this so bad.
But then they had Deadpool and Wolverine, where Wesley Snipes, who everyone likes more, came back, and there was really no reason to fucking recast him. So you just could have kept doing it with Wesley.
Blade and Marvel Rivals as well.
Yep.
Oh, is Blade did a lot of playing Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, he did DLC a little bit ago.
Do you guys remember what Mahershala's one contribution to the MCU has been?
The end of Eternals.
No, he was in. Oh well, no, he was also in Luke Cage. That's tangentially related.
Oh,
so.
I don't even.
Yeah, but that wasn't. Yeah,
but yeah, like his voice at the end of Eternals with Kit Harington.
Yeah,
like that is such a waste, dude.
He at least got to be Blade in one thing. Yeah, he was better as Cottonmouth. Honestly, he's better as the villain.
Season one of Luke Cage is actually really good.
It is good, and it was at the height of fucking again. A lot of virtue signaling, and Luke Cage was just a good man. Not even a good black man. He was just a good man. Yeah, which is
Season 2 on the other hand kind of fucking weak, but
yeah, well, there's a reason he hasn't. I guess he's coming back in Daredevil. That no one's watching that, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Wait, is he really? Because the guy that plays Luke Cage is a good actor. I want to see him get more work. I didn't know he was coming back.
Mike
in Daredevil.
Coulter. Yeah, well, he's got a kid with
He did
Jessica
that movie
Jones.
with Gerard Butler a couple years
He was
ago.
in
the
last season of Daredevil that no one watched, and then he's coming back full time for the third one that they've also screwed the pooch on. Yeah. So auditions for X-Men have apparently been happening since May. I think we've all seen, obviously, Jean Grey. Sadie Sink will continue to be Jean Grey. Indy Navarrete as Mystique.
Ooh.
At least saying that she's talked with Jake Schreier about it, and that's the character they were discussing.
Damn shame what they're going to do to her outfit, though.
Well, who knows? Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. No word on if because what I've heard is it's all just going to be the young X-Men, first class style, like literally that first group, no Wolverine. But because Hugh Jackman will continue to play Wolverine in other movies until he's
90.
till he's 90. Bill Skarsgård being talked about as Professor X. And this one just actually dropped. We found out, I know you guys are gonna be real upset. There's no Romulus sequel because this motherfucker who looks like he's been stung by bees is going to be the new Black Panther, and Kaylee is looking to be Rogue, which I don't know about that.
First class. Rogue wasn't part of the first class, and Cyclops was. Where's the Cyclops? Do we have a casting for that?
Dude, they've talked about
supposing,
Philip Seymour Hoffman's son being Cyclops.
No, there's someone else.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that, but
because that was the thing about the first class movies themselves. Actually, like the first one that really bothered me was they had Scott's brother be part of the first class, not Scott, when it was complete opposite in the fucking comics.
Yeah. Well, now it depends on who they get. Magneto
Havoc. That was named
and
Havoc.
what time period it's going to be. Because what if they make it just the 90s to start? Like set it in the past of the new timeline.
But you can't have
way.
Katie Think as Jean Grey if that'd be the case.
Right, because she's in the modern day. So yeah,
Right.
there you go. They kind of have to start out with them
Now
being young.
See, well, and I assume what they're going to be doing, and
well, you can. Depends on how they redo it.
Well,
After
right,
Secret
that's what I was
Wars.
about to say, because I assume what they're going to be doing is not actually bringing in like the true X-Men or whatnot until post Secret Wars when you've got the incursions and whatnot, and you can effectively do a universe reset. That's how they're going to be bringing Miles Morales in, because right now we know that the Fox X-Men movies exist in an alternate universe, because that's what what's her dumb bitch went to at the end of the Marvels.
100005
Right,
or whatever
and
the
that-
fuck it is,
that
where
was-
Deadpool is. Yeah,
And we saw the original Beast and things like that. So like those are the people that are going to be coming in for Secret War. Universe is going to get wiped. So you could hypothetically do a reset where it is in the 90s, even with Sadie Sink and stuff, because it's a whole new
it's
universe but-
rebuilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were to guess, I would say you saw Miles Morales. He's the black kid that fucking.
Oh,
got
hey,
saved.
hey!
All right.
Don't just say he's a black kid. He also shares your lineage. He's also part Puerto Rican.
It's not my representation.
The one he
No.
says from the flipping car in the trailer, or the other one? Because there was two potential.
Whichever
ones.
the one's on the scooter that he takes, like, you're all right.
Yeah, he taps him on the helmet.
And because if we're retroactively saying that was Peter Parker in Iron Man 2 that pretends to be, there's like, oh, that was
Right.
Peter.
Dude.
Then they're going to do the same fucking thing.
Did you see the new Rockstars kerfuffle?
No.
Dude, they put out a video where they were talking about how the origin story for Peter Parker, and they cut to a 9/11 clip.
Oh, I did see that where he was saying that his parents died in the Twin Tower
Yeah.
attacks, and that's why Peter's an orphan.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
So, from that crowd too, that has no sense of humor. I thought that was.
Well, we talk about like updating Magneto's story and all that, and
Yeah, I don't like that change. And I think the first time I realized it, which one is it? Is it Insomniac? The whole fucking thing of it might be it's Andrew Garfield's one where I think is the first time I saw it, where instead of his parents just dying in a car crash, it's this big fucking organized.
No, the them being spies and whatnot was introduced in the late 80s or early 90s. So
Yeah,
it wasn't the
I don't
Andrew
like
Garfield
that.
one that did that. And like
I don't
I've got
require
mixed
that.
opinions on that as well, even though it's from the comics, because I don't think it was particularly good in the comics. But it wasn't something made up for that movie.
It's the same shit they've done with Batman's parents, where instead of just it being indicative of random crime, they make it a big fucking
Right.
conspiracy because of whatever.
Now I
don't
could be
know.
wrong. I think the thing the Andrew Garfield movie added was like his father being involved in like the development
With
of the spider, but
Oscorp.
them being like spies and shit was that was introduced in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any hope for X-Men?
Oh, see, this is mid to late 90s. My bad.
Mid to late. Yeah,
I
we'll
mean-
see. I kind of don't give a shit about anything until after Doomsday Secret Wars because I have no idea what they're gonna. Let's get through those movies.
Are
I
you
think that
surprised
first
at how
class-
young they all seem? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that First Class was one of the best X-Men reboots, and then they didn't really do anything good with it after. And I
Days of
kinda
Future
feel like
Past I think was good, but that one bounced back and forth between the
that
two.
one's
Days
all
of Future-
right. But I just
Might
feel
be
like
the
they'll.
best one.
I think it is.
Even if this one's a hit, like if they reboot it, I don't think they're going to keep making good movies after that.
Well, not
I
only
think
that,
it'll be a
ABF,
one-off.
but I think unlike Batman and Spider-Man, the X-Men just don't have the staying power with the general audience the way that like Batman and Spider-Man do. So
That's
even
true.
if the movies are good, you're not going to see the same like $1.5 billion movie box offices or whatnot. Because again, the age of the $1 billion movie is over. The billion means nothing with budgets. It's going to need to be 1.5 billion.
Well, tell that to fucking DC. It still means something.
I was just speaking as far as quality, not.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you on the. Yeah, I agree with you on the quality.
Eddie, what were you saying? Was I surprised? What do you remember?
I mean, I know you talk about DC a lot, and it feels like everybody that they're casting it for DC stuff is like in their 50s.
Yes.
Everybody this seems like
For
young
Marvel, for
and
that.
attractive.
That is the smarter fucking choice.
Yeah.
If you want your shit to last for 10 years and not immediately have people that are geriatric after like 2 movies, you got to start them out young. So I am completely fine with that. That being said, I guess it's time for me to say my hot take thing. Without Wolverine, I don't give a fuck about the X-Men. It was true when I was a kid, and it's true for me now.
So
I have no interest in that team without Wolverine.
did you see I love as like I'm assuming it's not true, but it hasn't been confirmed. Like who they were saying would be Wolverine.
I saw some guy, but I didn't know if that was it because people are just throwing shit out there right now.
Yeah, I'm like, it's Jack O'Connell. And I was like, that'd be an awful choice.
Yeah.
I love how often you and I fall on the opposite end of the spectrum, Badger, because I actually prefer Wolverine solo than with the X-Men.
Yeah, like I like Wolverine, and I like him in the X-Men to show just how badass he is, as he's like the rogue always smoking his stogie. But like, yeah, if you just tell me it's X-Men with no Wolverine, I kind of don't care.
There you Weapon X. That's a fucking figure right there, son.
Oh, cum gutters and everything.
Oh,
there
my
you go.
God.
Or hear me out, cowboy hat with samurai sword.
East
Do you
means
think-
West.
You said like the Wolverine, like the movie The Wolverine had so much potential. I feel like they kind of fumbled the bag by making just a mid movie because there's some good ideas in The Wolverine.
Yeah,
I mean-
again, they were embarrassed to just embrace the comic stuff. Still,
I love Wolverine in Japan. That's my favorite Wolverine.
Wolverine in Japan is great.
Any hope for this one?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We had someone tell us no one cares about Ghost Rider. And I care about it. So.
I care now.
Nobody, I was like, nobody cares about Ghost Rider. People do care about Ryan Gosling, and that's the difference. It's like I have no hope it'll be a good movie, but I mean, in theory, if you'd have done this, before all the state the MCU was in, it would have been good casting.
I only care because Nicolas Cage made me care.
Have you
I
gone
feel
back
like
and watched
MCU it's on track to actually be back.
Yeah.
They just need to not fuck up like this Brand New Day and then potentially Doomsday. Like there's a chance to at least somewhat capture glory days of old.
Not to be contrarian, because I actually am looking at for
of course not, Leon. You would never
want an
do
actual
that.
answer to this.
Yes.
I want an actual answer to this because I don't. How can you say that you're excited for Doomsday, but also rationalize the fact that the actors were never together, everything's green screen, the fact they're still writing the script and whatnot? Like, what hope? What's able to give you hope, given all the behind the scenes stuff we've heard of with that movie?
Those are cool action figures, and even just showing them together interacting is going to give them a base level. I mean, Iron Man also shot without a finished script, so we'll see. We'll see. It's been getting better, not worse. There was a while it was only going down. Now it's kind of going back up. So I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Also, to the fact of like I don't really have much expectations for Doomsday because all the fun is in Secret Wars. So,
Not gonna argue. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Do you think that Brand New Day is going to make more money than than Doomsday now?
I don't know.
Dude, they're
Brand
saying
New
it
Day
might have a $900 million opening.
To over $1 billion.
Brand New Day?
Yeah, they just said 900 to a bill.
Yeah.
If it hits a fucking billion, that's insane.
That's fucking wild.
I just, despite all my hatred for that movie, I do want it to I want to just destroy the Odyssey. I do. I want people to stop talking about that homo.
And Endgame, I thought Brand New Day was better than Endgame. Well, Endgame was a bit of a mess. I didn't really care for it.
Bad. That's really difficult, but
dude, time travel, man. This movie doesn't have time travel.
That's I'll give you the point there, I guess. Yeah, fuck time travel.
Zodlander. Sorry, real quick, Andy. It's in the comics. Have been a defense for shit that Gunn has done in his DCU IMO. If it's not explained in the movie has failed. Yeah, no, it's in the comics. It means nothing because for every example that you give me of how it is in the comics, I can find a comic where it's not that way. And yes, in Gunn's case, he's done the worst fucking version of it.
Yeah, like it's in the comics. In my opinion, it's only relevant if it's in the mainline continuity of the comics. Also, Nick, yes, Brandon Day will pass Odyssey. I'm just saying I want it to pass it so much it puts a halt to the Odyssey.
Sons of Shadowcast for 5. So they can't figure out Blade, and you all think they can figure out because it's not they, it's specifically Ryan Gosling and Sean Levy.
Yeah.
Also, Ryan Gosling's white. The reason they can't figure out Blade is because they couldn't find a way to replace a black man with a black woman
and put him in a dress.
Yeah, that's not even a joke. You could see where Hollywood was like you said, a bunch of casting of like black stuff, like black dudes, and they're like, "Ooh, they've had their time. Let's move on to black women." And now we're post black woman. Now we're on to like trans.
I know. I was just doing the math when Nyat was here. We were literally perfectly split 4 and 4 on
the
liking
entire
and
fucking
not
show
liking
defending it and how much I like it.
We're perfectly split.
Yeah.
Turns out.
And by the way, this whole like, oh, you guys hate everything or whatnot. First of all, this is not only we all been arguing the entire time, but we are 137 episodes into this show that has never been an echo chamber. Ever.
Oh, no, we're
Like-
always split.
Yeah, we were split on He-Man and Masters of the Universe. We were unified on Odyssey, but that's just because Jesus Christ.
And Supergirl.
And Supergirl, yes.
To be fair, the world was unified on fucking Supergirl. Let's be real.
Glad I helped to get Leon to see the spider suffer.
And now people are saying, "Oh, you should do it for Dune 3 as well. Run a grip thing with the Dune 3. Fuck Dune 3.
Do it.
Well, yeah.
No.
Or you should not say it's your job to see movies and then pick and choose when it suddenly becomes your job. Either see fucking everything or don't.
I want to see.
I'm not a movie channel. I'm an anime and gaming channel, so it's not my job to see movies.
You verbatim said it was your job to see.
Oh, that was
Spider-Man.
to argue with Goat. I'll be real. That was straight up just to argue. That was not me being honest in the slightest.
Yeah. You do realize they had a black dude in the king. Yes. Before there was DEI requirements, and he was actually the best person for the role.
He was good.
And truth be told, back then I complained about it, and Badger defended it to death. And
California straight.
I believe he was right. It can be done, but now it's just to be done. It's not done
Michael
right.
Clark Duncan is best Kingpin. Can't change my mind.
He's better Kingpin
He
than the
is
Daredevil's
better than-
Daredevil.
Look, I like Homeboy from the Daredevil show, blanking on his name, but Michael Clark Duncan's the better
Charlie
Kingpin.
Cox.
No,
Charlie
I'm talking
Cox.
about
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Vincent
D'Onofrio?
D'Onofrio, yeah. Michael Clark Duncan, I think, is better than D'Onofrio. Both are good. I prefer Duncan.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, I also didn't have a problem with Ben Affleck as fucking mad.
No, Ben Affleck's Daredevil is not bad. It's just the script is awful, which is why everyone should go do that movie right and watch the director's cut that makes it a better movie.
I mean, Electra was the worst character in that movie, but that's neither here nor there.
Electra Nachios.
Yeah, but she's been ruining Ben's life on and off for decades.
Yeah, I'd let her ruin mine, though. I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, that was unironically our example of why continue to do DEI casting actually hurts people of color, because you make everyone second question the casting of everything.
Halle Berry, Catwoman. Yeah.
Same thing with gay people. We told you were going to actively regress, and now we're all homophobic. Thank you. You fucked it up for everyone. 20 plus years of progression and will and grace and queer eye for the straight guy, and you made everyone fucking
I'm not afraid of him. I want to throw him in a pit, Badger.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say I'm not scared.
I ain't scared. I just don't want him near me.
Icky.
I don't want AIDS.
Shit, I guess that we're all never mind. We're in echo chamber now. We all feel the same way about gay people.
But we
Told 'em.
practice, but we love homoeroticism because we're millennials. So we're complex.
I'm wearing women's pants right now.
Before
I thought you were gonna say panties.
No pants. They made my butt look good.
it's for the comfort, right?
No, it's actually it's the opposite. It's because they make my butt look good, not for the comfort. They're actually completely on.
Does it say juicy on the back?
Stop talking. Oh.
Are they butt lift?
I don't know if they're jeans. They don't really lift the butt.
Oh.
Look, I take the stairs, not the elevator, and I want to show off that. I
Didn't
take
you
the
used to wear
stairs.
your ex-wife's jeans because you said they fit you better?
These are my first wife's jeans. Yeah.
Take the stairs. Sounds like a euphemism.
By the way, I've had them for
I was
about 10
gonna
years.
ask that, Andy. Is that some kind of gay euphemism
so
about
when-
not going back door, but you take the stairs or something like that?
Yeah.
No, I take the stairs because they're better for they make your butt look good. Why?
My girlfriend at the time, she couldn't come.
Yeah, right. It's like take the elevator if you're in a rush, but if you got the time, take the stairs. You know?
Take the stairs, girl.
The anonymous gay sexist. Yeah.
Yeah, the
$20.
stairwell. It smells like Sao Paulo and cigarettes.
Completely legitimate reasons to be afraid. The big thing about DCU is it's absolutely collapsing. Right now, we've got the pause waiting for a trial. They're trying to like delay the trials, they being the fucking coalition of states, because they think it'll fall apart before, and it very well may fall apart before. But either way, yeah, I'm assuming we all saw this one that I know it's a shock, but Booster Gold, at least with David Jenkins, isn't going forward. So he fucking just quote tweeted Mahershala, "My Booster Gold won't be moving forward. Can't improve on Mahershala's lovely statement, so I'll just apply it here as well." I.e., if they wanted to do Booster Gold with him, they would have done Booster Gold with him. But apparently, according to the Wrap, it's still going forward as a TV series, but with a new creative team. So they're stargating it.
I was hoping you were gonna bring that up because it's totally dead, guys, and everyone reported it, and then. Actually, we're totally developing it, guys. We swearsies. No, it's dead.
Well, why did they do that so much this past week, it seems like? Because they just said that and Miracle Man or whatever the fucking show was called.
Wonder Man.
They were greenlit, and now they're not. Why would you release it at fucking Comic-Con?
4 months ago or whatever?
I never really saw anything about Booster Gold. In fact, the last thing we heard was them say it wasn't going to happen, and then a bunch of fucking keyboard warriors were like, he just turned in the pilot.
You just showed us a screenshot. This fucking picture that says upcoming projects.
Yeah.
It's on the back burner with
Right.
next to Waller.
This is made by some fucking fan called Rockride. It also has Waller on there, which the last thing we've heard is canceled.
So now I can't believe anything you show me.
No, it has Swamp Thing on here, which we've heard no fucking update whatsoever, other than James Mangold fucked off to Paramount Plus and specifically wasn't doing Swamp Thing because James Gunn wouldn't let him have his artistic vision.
Autistic too.
That works too. No, in fact, the only thing happening on here is Clayface, Man of Tomorrow, Lanterns, and we'll see if that Jimmy Olsen show.
Supposedly Jimmy Olsen, but even Jimmy Olsen's not happening.
But if you think you're getting Batman Brave and the Bold in 2028, I got a fucking bridge and a
which hold on. Which one is the stop motion animation one, Badger?
No, that was the Robin one, right?
That's Robin and it's Robin and
Nightwing
and fucking Red Hood.
Yeah.
Why is that not on the list?
Yeah, because that's not set in the DCU.
If the merger falls through, do you think that they even bother with the DCU as it is, or do you think?
Trust, understand, and believe that all the people that think this is it's horrible for competition, if they get it, Warner Brothers will cease to exist. Everything will be piecemealed off, and the few remaining Disney and all the others will just buy it up, and we'll be back in the same place we were in the fucking 90s, where no one can do anything because the rights are all owned by 70 different people.
Yep.
So yeah.
So we're talking about updating, and I'd want to point out, Bane and Deathstroke, instead of getting turned into themselves in like Jungle Wars, it's going to be in like the Gulf War and stuff like that. They're going to have to keep updating these characters.
You said Jungle Wars, so that you're going back to the race swapping of characters.
No, the Jungle Asians. But now they're going to fight sand people.
Well, just to your point, Badger, have you ever seen a less like covert like attempt just to try and starve out a company? Because for months with the Ellisons, they're like gleeful how much their stocks devalued, how much money they were losing. Bear in mind, they're not going to buy it like with money in the bank. It's going to be bought on credit. It's not like, whatever. But yeah, like I don't see how they can believe that Warner Brothers would survive without it. And then now people are saying like, oh, well, that $7 billion check that they'll have to cut to them will keep them afloat. It's like, bro, that's a drop in the ocean.
It will not. Yes, and then they would still have to separate all their TV shit.
Yep.
No, there's no one that actually believes it would kill competition. Quite the opposite.
Not letting it go through will kill the movie industry.
It is specifically because of Trump, the perceived connection with Ellison's and CNN, which did it to themselves.
I don't like the Ellisons. This needs to go through if we want to keep seeing movies in theaters.
They should say that they hate Trump, and then maybe they'll let it go through.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes no sense. It's very fucking obvious. So we'll see. But there's no. That's why the movie theaters and back in when Netflix looked like they were going to win it, James Cameron and all these other motherfuckers were like, "Do you want to not have movies in theaters? Because this is how you get movies not in theaters."
AMC said that. They were like,
yes.
And now people are saying, you know what? As if I need another reason to say fuck AMC. It's like, so you really don't care about movies. It is just a political vendetta.
Yeah. No, they will cut off their nose to spite their face. 100%.
Speaking of cutting our nose to spite your face,
Yeah.
Clayface is gonna suck.
Correct. They cast a homo as the lead character. Yeah.
Clayface might be the best thing because it's under budget and it's written by Mike Flanagan based on the animated series that we all like. So the question is going to be, how much does Gunn change it, edit it, put his own music?
See that trailer? Because we watched it on Niad shows, but it was not a good trailer.
Oh, it's not good. But yeah, I wanted to eke out a little bit of profit, so it's the only thing that's profitable in the entire DCU. I want all the non-James Gunn stuff to be slightly successful, just so he really hates it.
They're not going to survive. They're not going to survive Green Lantern. So sorry, Lanterns.
Yeah, no, I want like James Gunn to like spiral, and I want him to be like super defensive and lashing out on social media. Yeah,
it's
I want to see him. I want to see him burn.
It's over. Badge, before we move on, somebody mentioned Stargate earlier, and
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Jeff.
Hashtag save Stargate. Yes, it's not going to happen either. Sorry, guys.
You guys are.
I'm okay if it never gets made. We have enough good Stargate.
It'll probably get made, but it'll be by their fucking corporate picked.
How many spin-off shows are there? SG1, Atlantis.
And
there's only
SG1,
2 extra?
Yeah, SG1 went for like 10 seasons.
As far as I'm concerned, Battlestar Galactica is also Stargate, so that's a couple
4 or
too.
5.
Well, I mean, SG1 is spin-off because you know the movie. So,
no, we are actually going to get out of here because Leona has his stream coming up. Hashtag save Fargate.
Shout out to the Oh wait, Fargate. Wait, Fargate. I thought it was Farscape. Never mind. I disagree.
Watch Farscape. I think you'd like
wait. No, wait. Also, yeah, I love Farscape. I do not want to reboot because I don't want them to destroy it. Same way you guys should not want to reboot of Stargate.
The original. Yeah. Erwin, you got anything coming up?
Obviously, anime and gaming. Just watched 3 amazing animes. Finish off Spy Family season 2, 3, and the movie. God, I love that show. It is prime side monitoring. Some Agents of the 4th season. Still have a few episodes to finish. My eyes watered up so many times, and it's unbelievable art and animation. I love it. It's so good. And then Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I nerdgasm so many times.
You're just living your best life right now.
I'm still refracting. Yeah, and Sea of Stars, genuinely the modern Chrono Trigger. It deserves
I'm so glad you're loving Sea of Stars. It's so good.
I just did like the full training thing, so I'm officially like a solstice warrior or whatever.
So, yeah, you're out there in the overworld, run around.
Yeah, I just got out of the training.
A solstice warrior.
Yeah, anime and gaming stream. Yeah, because I mean, I'm a Golden Sun enjoyer, so I like doing some Sun Blast. Yeah, Golden Sun and a Dragon Ball Z enjoyer. Yeah, I'm shooting Kamehameha sunbeams. I'm happy.
All that is man. Warmaster ABF.
Let's see. I'll be on Erwin's stream tomorrow, and make sure to sub to my gaming channel. I think Jess and I are gonna try and do a stream on Saturdays or Sundays. Undecided which day yet.
Saturdays.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
We did that bookshop simulator one. It was kind of fun. People seem to enjoy it, so I think we're gonna stream together a little bit more often.
Do Saturdays. Yeah, we got Baking Bag on Sundays. You should do Saturday streams.
Yep.
Doolies, you got a video coming out. What's going on?
Yeah, we'll put out a shortened version of our initial thoughts of Brand New Day probably later on tonight. And then tomorrow we're doing a watch party for Catch Me If You Can.
Nice. Leon.
Yep. Following this immediately, we do videos and streams almost every day, and we're going to be doing my birthday celebration stream right after this. Me, Cinny, Sevi, we're going to have fun. We're going to be doing some Asian Flush. Going to go over the new the new Shoe on Head video, the new Bruce Campbell movie trailer. It's going to be a blast. I'll see you guys. Going to be having some drinks and talking some mad trash. Probably getting a bit racist, sexist, homophobic, misogynistic. All the great isms and ogs. So I will see you guys there immediately.
Excellent. We'll raid right into you. Rat, you gonna go see Spider-Man a third time? Make Leon
just
happy?
to spite Leon, maybe. I don't know. Yesterday was my son's birthday, and
Oh,
he
happy
went
belated
to
birthday.
go. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. He's fucking taller than his mom already. They went to go watch Spider-Man. I think they're in the theater right now. So he's coming over tomorrow. If he tells me that he's down to watch it again, I'll go fucking watch Spider-Man again tomorrow.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
but otherwise, nothing. I'll be back on Monday with you guys.
Excellent. Yeah, check out my review of Spider-Man and then my video tomorrow about how Supergirl is going to go down as one of the biggest comic book flops of all time. It's actually impressitive.
Catwoman levels. I love it.
Yes, like arguably with inflation. Yeah, no, it's real bad. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
Remember when everyone hated on Man of Steel? We didn't appreciate what we had.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you, everyone. Hold on to your butts, and we'll raid into Leon.
Get out!
Is it something I said?
You've ruined my life! You've ruined my career! You've ruined my book! You've turned a perfectly peaceful house into an insane asylum! Get out!
Daddy! My God, Leo, what's gotten into you?
It was a disaster, Faye!
No, it wasn't. You were wonderful, sweetie.
Fine, Dad.
Yeah. Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
You think he's gone? He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
You're still here? It's over. Go home.